Howdo. At last, a modern hand tool that can replace all of these different things all in one tool. Sounds brilliant, and it's not that expensive. Thing is, does it work and is it any good? Yes, we're talking about the Seika chamfer plane today. So let's open it up and see what's in the box. So how does this replace all of these different types of chamfer plane that we've got here? Well, all of these come with a different blade and a different profile on the front, giving us flat or a patterned curve, a concave, and others. But there's loads of them. Does this replace every single one of those? No, it won't. But it will replace an awful lot of them, because this comes with multiple blades for the one tool. Now, when we take it out of the box, we see it's quite a sturdy lump, which is good. Nice metal casting, and we've got the blade protruding from this corner chamfer here, look. So you can see from here how that would fit on a corner of a piece of wood, and we start to poke the blade out. So all we're going to do is use this thread to accurately position the blade poking out of this hole. With these old style planes like this, you would actually need to tap the blade with a hammer and then tighten up the wedge. And if you go too far, you've got to smack the back of it, tighten up the wedge again. It can get a bit of a faff. Yes, you can be highly accurate, but it's not the easiest thing to work with. With this literally just being a turn thread, it makes it super simple to be really accurate and get the same cut every time. And this lock-in screw here, make sure that it isn't going to move accidentally while you're using it. So in the packet also comes this little angled section of metal which attaches onto the side to give extra support while you're running this backwards and forwards on a 45-degree plane. Changing the blade is a simple affair. We just keep unwinding until that blade comes out. You can see then that this does fall out, so be careful it doesn't roll around the workshop, but it's a very simple thing of slotting that back in place. Picking up the new blade with a different pattern in it, sliding that back into the hole, and then threading it back in. So does it work? Well, let's give it a try. So I've put a flat blade in here, so this should give me a nice 45-degree chamfer. You can see in the center there, it's actually got a centimetre's worth of markings on that point. So we can go back to almost nothing. So one of the big things with any bladed tool is don't take off too much in one go. And straight away that's done a really nice job of taking that off. Now once you've got down to depth, it then won't cut anymore. I can do that all day long and it won't make any more cut because it's gone down to a set depth. All I need to do then, if I want to go more, is rotate the little dial and see what happens. So has that worked? Yeah, it really has. So it's a really nice 45-degree chamfer. It's pretty smooth along there as well. Now these blades are straight out the packet with almost any blade, even the really expensive bladed tools. Realistically, they need a sharpen when you first turn up. So to do that nice cut straight out the box is quite impressive. So let's go through and see what other shapes we can get out of all these extra blades. So here's the 7 different cuts from the 7 different blades. We have a very definite 45-degree chamfer, and then we've got a few different graded curved chamfers leading up to quite a large one. Then we have a squaring off with a curve, and a squaring off with 2 curves. I think I could have gone a little bit deeper than that one, but it still works. So I suppose it comes down to the question of, does it do the job? Yeah, I think it does. And quite impressive straight out of the box that those blades work well. To really sharpen these up, I like to use a little buffing wheel on the end of a Dremel or something like that. A little bit of polishing compound and shine those up, and they'll work really, really crisply. They'll be very good indeed. The only question mark I have over this tool is the involvement of the spirit level. So we've got a horizontal one here and a vertical one on this side. I'm not quite sure, other than the fact that they had space to put something else in, it bears no resemblance to the tool doing its job. So take it or leave it for that. But does it work as a chamfer plane? Absolutely. I was always a little bit dubious. I saw adverts for these on places like Instagram, and I'm always a little bit dubious about adverts for tools on Instagram. But when Seika got in touch and said, would you like to review one? I jumped at the chance, and I'm glad I did, because it's actually a very nice tool. It makes a change for a modern hand tool that doesn't cost the earth to actually work. More often than not, they're a bit rubbish. I'll leave links in the description if you would like to get your hands on one of these. And until next time, sharpen your tools, try something new, and I'll see you soon. God bless.